nature. Most beautiful when untouched, untamed. It is exactly those natural wonders that remain hidden, tucked deep within Earth's secret corners. And when visited, they change a person, leaving an everlasting mark on the soul. Come with us to explore these sacred gems of our amazing planet. In the quiet northwest of Bulgaria lies a surreal landscape that feels like stepping into a fantastical world. Belogradchik is famed for its remarkable rock formations, towering sandstone cliffs shaped by millennia of wind and rain. These natural sculptures, some resembling animals, humans, or mythical creatures, have inspired countless legends over the centuries. Embedded in this otherworldly rocky scenery is the stronghold of the Belogradchik fortress. These defensive walls date back to Roman times, guarding the passage for centuries, just as the surrounding cliffs seem to guard them. Visitors who enjoy hiking and rock climbing are bound to be rewarded with 360-degree views and a lungful of fresh air. Cradled in the blue embrace of the South Pacific, the Isle of Pines seems to drift between dream and memory. Slender pines rise like cathedral spires above white sands, casting needle-thin shadows across water so clear it feels like light itself has settled into the sea. Hidden grottos and natural pools lie tucked between limestone cliffs, their stillness disturbed only by the occasional whisper of the gentle breeze. Connemara Bay curves gently like a brushstroke, home to sacred rocks and gentle coral reefs. This is a place that asks nothing of time, only presence. Often called the closest island to paradise, its beauty is untouched and deeply serene. Wade into the crystal shallows where the world softens and silence feels like a song. Rising like ancient sentinels from the Atlantic, the cliffs of Moher edge the western coast of Ireland with solemn grace. Carved by wind and tide, they stretch for miles, their jagged faces etched with the memory of time and sea. Below, waves crash in rhythms older than language. Above, seabirds ride the wind as if the sky were theirs alone. From the summit, the horizon feels infinite, the Aran Islands drifting in the mist like ghostly silhouettes. The cliffs don't shout, they murmur. Their quiet grandeur speaks to the soul in a language only silence understands. This is not just a view, it's a feeling. One that lingers long after the wind has moved on. Before falling asleep, make sure to subscribe so that you can find our videos tomorrow night as well. In Western Australia, where the desert meets the sea, lies a lake that blushes beneath the sun. Hutt Lagoon, a surreal stretch of rose-colored water, shifts shades from soft lilac to vivid bubblegum, depending on light and season. Its striking hue comes from a type of algae, rich in beta-carotene, the same pigment found in carrots. Although swimming in it would be safe, the lake is shallow and salty, and much of it lies on private land. Still, to stand at its shores feels like stepping into a dream, one where Earth has dipped her brush in color and painted without restraint. The still surface mirrors the sky, turning clouds into cotton candy. It's a canvas of light, wind, and wonder, painted anew with every passing hour. Located on the border between Zimbabwe and Zambia, Victoria Falls is where the Zambezi River takes a breathtaking plunge into a deep, mist-veiled gorge. Locals call it the smoke that thunders, a name that captures both its power and mystery. Here, water roars louder than thought, and the spray rises like ghostly steam, visible from miles away. During the rainy season, the curtain of falling water stretches over a mile wide, making it one of the largest waterfalls on Earth. Rainbows dance in the mist. The ground trembles gently underfoot. It is not just a waterfall. It's a living force, one that humbles and uplifts in the same breath. A sacred meeting of river, rock, and sky. Tucked away in the rugged highlands of southern Serbia lies Devil's Town, a surreal landscape shaped not by human hands, but by mystical forces. Over 200 stone pillars rise from the red earth, some towering nearly 15 meters or 50 feet high. Each crowned with a capstone, they resemble hooded figures frozen in time. Local legend whispers that these are wedding guests turned to stone by a divine curse, punished for defying sacred laws. They came to celebrate a forbidden union between a brother and a sister. But science tells another tale of erosion and patience, of nature sculpting her own myth. The air here holds a strange hush, a place between stories and science, between awe and the eerie. Born from fire and shaped by wind, Jeju Island rests off the coast of South Korea like a gentle secret. Its volcanic heart, Halasan, rises in quiet majesty, surrounded by fields of tangerines and trails flanked with wildflowers. With its turquoise waters and soft sand beaches, Jeju has become a beloved escape for those seeking sun, sea, and serenity. South Korea's own island paradise. Women of the sea, the famed Haenyeo, dive without fear or oxygen, gathering treasures from the ocean floor. Stone statues with smiling faces guard village paths, carved long ago to protect and bless. Jeju is a place where myths breathe through mist, and every breeze carries the memory of creation. Not loud, but unforgettable. Between Nepal and China's autonomous region of Tibet rises the tallest mountain of all. Mount Everest surpasses clouds and legends, touching the heaven itself. Its slopes are frozen with time, its summit conquered only by the bravest. In 1953, Sir Edmund Hillary and Tenzing Norgay became the first to stand atop this colossal peak. Reaching the summit takes weeks of dangerous ascent, battling thin air, deep snow, and fierce winds. Each step is a test of spirit. Though thousands have reached the top, over 300 souls have been lost to its harsh embrace. The mountain demands reverence. It does not forgive easily. Yet still it calls, with its silent grandeur and the promise of standing for a moment above the entire world. Yellowstone, the world's first national park, is a vast sanctuary where wilderness breathes freely. Spread across the rugged heartlands of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho, it is home to ancient forests, roaring waterfalls, and geysers that pulse like the Earth's heartbeat. But among all its wonders, one stands as a surreal masterpiece of nature's palette: the Grand Prismatic Spring. Its waters shimmer with vibrant bands of turquoise, amber, and fiery red, caused by heat-loving microorganisms that thrive in its mineral-rich depths. It is the largest hot spring in the United States. Steam rises gently from its surface, blurring the line between dream and reality. A vision so vivid it feels painted, so alive it seems to breathe. The Jurassic Coast stretches for many miles along England's southern shores, revealing 180 million years of Earth's history. Its dramatic cliffs, hidden coves, and fossil-filled beaches make it a geological wonder and a paradise for explorers. One of the most iconic landmarks is Old Harry Rocks that mark the eastern end of the Jurassic Coast. These striking chalk formations have been carved by centuries of wind and waves. The pure white cliffs contrast perfectly against the deep blue sea. According to legend, the rocks are named after a pirate who used the area to hide his treasure, adding a hint of mystery to their timeless beauty. The Jurassic Coast is a living museum, where every cliff and shoreline tells a story written by time itself. The Sahara, vast, golden, and endlessly shifting. This sea of sand whispers tales of 1,000 starry nights older than time. It stretches across 11 countries in North Africa, from Egypt to Mauritania, from Sudan to Morocco. Its dunes rise like silent waves, some towering as high as mountains, sculpted by the patient breath of the wind. In between lie sun-cracked plains, rocky plateaus, and oases that shimmer like mirages in the heat. Despite its harshness, the Sahara pulses with life. Resilient plants, desert foxes, and nomadic tribes who know its every rhythm. The silence here is profound, but it is never empty. It holds the echo of ancient caravans and the warmth of 100 blazing suns. On the border between the United States and Canada, where the land parts and the rivers rush forward, Niagara Falls thunders into the void. Three mighty cascades plunge with relentless force, releasing clouds of mist that shimmer with rainbows in the sunlight. Each second, over 2,000 cubic meters of water hurl over the cliffs, creating a symphony of power and grace. It is a spectacle that both humbles and uplifts. A place where nature's fury dances hand in hand with its beauty. Visitors stand mesmerized at its edge, drawn by the roar, the spray, and the eternal fall. Even from afar, you can feel it. Niagara is not just seen, it is heard, breathed, and remembered. At the Earth's South Pole lies the fifth largest continent. Antarctica, a frozen expanse of ice and wind. Here, silence reigns, broken only by the distant crack of shifting glaciers and the cry of a wandering albatross. Antarctica belongs to no country. Protected by international treaty, it is the only place on Earth reserved solely for peace and science. Its surface holds 90% of the world's ice, glowing blue under the polar sun. Beneath the frost, secrets sleep. Ancient air trapped in ice for millennia. Penguins march across its frozen shores, while seals rest on drifting floes. Though it is the most alien place on Earth, life here endures in astonishing ways. A kingdom of ice. Unclaimed, yet revered. Silent, yet infinitely profound. However, at the pace of global warming, this land of ice may one day become a refuge. Not for penguins, but for our own grandchildren. Carved by the unrelenting force of the Colorado River, the Grand Canyon stretches across the heart of Arizona like a vast, open wound in the earth. Raw, magnificent, eternal. Layer upon layer of crimson, ochre, and gold reveals a story nearly 2 billion years old, written in stone by the slow hand of erosion. At sunrise, the cliffs burn with light. At dusk, they fall into shadow and silence. Incredibly, the Grand Canyon creates its own weather patterns, with clouds forming and drifting through its depths like breath in a sleeping giant's chest. Standing at the rim, one feels small, yet connected to something impossibly grand. This canyon is a place where the earth speaks, not with words, but with color, depth, and silence. And those who listen never leave unchanged. In the heart of Turkey, where the earth steams and shimmers, lies Pamukkale, a staircase of clouds carved in stone. Formed over millennia by thermal waters rich in calcium, its white travertine terraces cascade down the hillside like frozen waterfalls. Pools brim with turquoise warmth, mirroring the sky. Long ago, sultans and emperors bathed in these mineral-rich waters, believing in their healing power. Even now, time seems to pause here, where nature built a palace fit for kings, not with marble, but with water, heat, and the soft patience of centuries. There is a similar wonder of nature in Italy, perhaps even more remarkable, as its waters remain warm enough for bathing even in winter. If you would like to see that place, we'll leave a link to our video in the description and in the top right corner of the screen now.